I heard you quiet for a second, and I was like, I just told him I was about to start it. He probably knows I'm about to start
I was just waiting, pretty much.
it. Oh, shit.
Captain by a hook with a red beard. Cap by a hook with a red beard.
First you get it, then you break it down. Then fill it up with some not too loose, not too tight. Boy, oh baby. Y'all know what it is. Mother effing Friday, baby. I know I like to say every day is Friday, but boy, it does have a different feeling when it's actually Friday. How the hell y'all doing today? Got the big game, Super Bowl 58, rocking and rolling, maybe not less than, about 72 hours away. I'm not sure how time works off the top of my head. 3 days away in a few hours, probably 80 hours if I'm actually really thinking about it. I don't even know what time the game starts. Definitely gonna have to figure that out. I did hear one thing about the Super Bowl that made me not want to watch it even more. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo on the call, baby. Hope y'all enjoy that one. Really do.
Oh, Jim.
Hope y'all enjoy that. Hope y'all heard that too. My man, Jaden Chandler Parnell in the green room, getting ready to come on set and give us all of his props and picks. That guy is a damn beast, my man. But before we get to him, I want to touch on something real quick. Bobby Hurley, Dan Hurley's brother. Bobby Hurley, better player. Dan Hurley, better coach. I think Bob Hurley's reaching the end of his stint down there in Tempe with Arizona State. I mean, it's just getting ugly. Last few years, he starts off pretty decent. You're like, okay. And then all of a sudden, he goes on a 5 or 6 game losing streak like clockwork. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this guy doesn't like February. Or maybe he doesn't like March. He wants to get off early, baby. I get paid the same regardless. What I want to work another month for? That's all jokes, people. They did cover last night, however. Shout out to them. Losing by 12 as 14-point dogs against Colorado. And then Arizona, the other Arizona team down there in Tucson. Triple overtime game, baby, covering by a hook. Now that's what I call dramatic. Dramatic. It feels like, and the Oregon game did this, Arizona game did this. Both of these games were up by a lot. And at the end, they just let the other team come back. Some great games tonight in college basketball. If you give a hot ham, there's 3 games, and every single one of them is watch worthy. If you're not doing anything this Friday night, tune into some of these games. You got Dayton taking on VCU. You got San Diego State taking on Nevada. And then you got San Jose State and Colorado State going at it. At it? At it? Let me finish finalizing these bets real quickly. I will give those out after we talk about the Super Bowl. Also, have my Saturday's numbers coming up later. But before I stray too far away, it is Friday, baby. And the Super Bowl is right around the corner. I really am getting hype about it now that I'm here on a Friday. All week it just kind of felt like it was dragging. You're hearing everybody talk about the Super Bowl, and it just felt like, can we just get to the damn game? Well, here we are, baby. It's Friday, and my man, Jaden Chandler Parnell, putting those last minute bets in on the
You know it.
damn app. I see you, boy. Got the Chiefs hat rocking, the Sports Stews shirt
Keenan.
looking fresh. 2 Chains, JCP, my
Hey,
man. You can
boy.
find him on the JC Pod on YouTube, also on Twitter or X at Jaden95 Chandler. My man, always insightful. You text me yesterday, you got 25 bets for this game. I said, holy coyote, Batman. It's going to
26
be
now.
legendary. How you doing?
26 now. I'm good, man. Great. Enjoying about to be the weekend and everything. And you know what? Cody gets to finish his story. That makes me really, really happy. WWE is crossing over my universe. That's what I know. They got something popping off right now. So shout out to WWE. Getting their
Hell
first
yeah.
shout out in the show. Nah, I
That's
just apparently saw something about Cody Rhodes finishing his story and that now all the world's happy again. So shout out to them to know how to do numbers.
Nah, they do. It's crazy because I was as most kids, I was a sports as most boys, I was a wrestling fanatic. Every Monday and Thursday I was watching it. And I didn't watch it for like 15, 20 years maybe. And for some reason this year I started watching Raw again. And it has been popping. I can't think of her name right now off the top of my head. Rhea Ripley maybe. She been jumping
Yeah,
off. They
probably.
bringing back all the classics. I saw The Rock on SmackDown last Friday and I was just like, man, this stuff's electric.
Don't forget our tribal chief. Nah, shout out to them though for real. They know what they're doing.
Hell yeah. My man.
My boy Hunter
Let's
Hurst Hemsley. Shout out to him for running it all now, pretty much. He's pretty much the creative guy, I believe.
who
But
who
yeah.
took over?
I think I don't know who the owner is actually. It's like I think it might be Nick Khan. I know he bought WWE years in partnership with him somehow, but Hunter Hurst Hemsley, I think he's the big creative guy I've heard.
Is that
Like
Triple
not
H?
Vince. Yeah. Triple H.
I'm like I was like I thought Triple H was running it, and then you gave me a name with three H's, and I was like, all right, let me do
Triple
some
H.
math here.
Isn't that how he came in? I know we're supposed to be talking Super Bowl, now we're talking wrestling, but isn't that how he came in like the '90s or whatever?
I'm gonna be
Hunter Hurst.
honest. I remember everything about Triple H except for how he appeared. Like
Yeah.
in my head, this is my head, and I could be completely wrong. I was born in the '90s, so I'm a little. I'm not. I wasn't there like old when he. I remember X Pac was my favorite wrestler. And then out of nowhere, X Pac joined. I forgot what they even called themselves, but it was Triple H, two other people, and X Pac. And that was when I first heard of X Pac. And I could be completely wrong. I could be showing how little of a fan I was. But it was Stone Cold Steve Austin and X Pac was my two favorites. And then of course The Rock came. But I just remember Triple H popping up out of
Man.
nowhere. And I was
You know
never
what's
really a
crazy?
fan of Triple H, but he took over.
He actually they had his quote "Reign of Terror." I've been seeing a lot of that lately from 2002, 5 or whatever. But I just saw the I think it was about 97 when he joined Degeneration X. So funny enough, that's why you remember it, because that's basically when he flipped his name. I guess he joined in '95, wrestled as
Yeah. See,
Hunter
that's
Hurst for a
yeah.
few years, and then
I was born in '91, so I
I
definitely
don't
remember
think
the
you weren't
'97.
wrestling at 4.
Nah, nah.
No
But
wrestling.
in '97, I was definitely popping off with it. Uh, I remember
That's when it
going,
got
and
huge.
we can get to the Super Bowl in a minute. I remember going to it in New Orleans as a kid, and I had a sign for X Pac, and there's a grown ass motherfucking man next to me. I never forget this shit. He was like, "What's your sign say, kid?" And I was like, whatever X Pac little saying was, and he was just like, "Oh, that guy's trash," and I was just like, "It's my favorite wrestler, bro. How you gonna tell me
You know
this
what's
man's
crazy?
trash?"
You know what's crazy about that world is you can say stuff like that, and it's all like, all right, whatever. You can look at a kid and be like, "Your ass,"
Yeah.
and then it's just, there's nothing they can do about it. It's that world. It's
I
crazy.
just remember even as a kid, I was like embarrassed to hold my sign up the rest of the show. I was just like, all right, I need to find a new favorite wrestler.
Hunter Hurst, my guy.
I always respected him, but I never really was a fan of him, if that makes any sense.
Oh, I
Because he
know.
was always going against like the big, like it was him and Stone Cold and The Rock. I was always rooting against him. I was rooting for The Rock or for Stone Cold.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. That's how a lot of like my generation was with Edge and John Cena, pretty much. I know
Oh,
they aren't as comparable, but
yeah.
I
I
just
was
remember
big
that's similar.
Kane and Undertaker fans too.
I do. Undertaker is my guy. That I think that was the first. I think that was my first love was him.
Yeah,
Love
fucking
that guy. Love that guy. Besides, I think him and The Rock were like my first two loves.
yeah. Nah, I definitely had a bunch of fucking people's elbow. But anyway, 10 minutes in, baby, we talking wrestling. What they got
Shout
going
out
on
Cody
this
Rhodes.
weekend? I know last weekend was the Royal Rumble. They got the
I don't think they got anything.
oh, I must have heard wrong. Sometimes I hear promos and I don't catch the date or something and I just assume it's this
See, that's
weekend.
what I was confused because I guess they were doing something for WrestleMania, but usually it's in
Oh
April.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know
WrestleMania.
what's going on. I think they were just doing something because it's a Super Bowl, so they're trying to get numbers. That's the main reason I totally brought this up was mainly because of they were at the Super Bowl doing stuff, making numbers, and it's like, wait, isn't that shit in April?
Yeah.
No, it's funny because we're gonna bring it up now and probably not talk about it again for months and months and months and months.
Hell nah. Nah, it is crazy. But anyway, any day.
Yeah, to answer your question, I got no clue. I don't know. Could be this weekend, could be in April. I guess we'll just figure it out.
Hell yeah. My man. I don't know what I'm doing with these timestamps, but I'm writing numbers down. Don't have no names. Let's keep it simple to start it off, and then we could dive deeper and
Yeah.
deeper. Let's treat this game like an onion, peel layer by layer. You got the
Yeah.
49ers favored at -2.5, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Money line is -130 on the Niners, +110 on the Chiefs. The total set at 47 and a hook. What's your lean just simply on side, total, money line, spread? Anything on there that you're taking, anything on there that you're betting?
You got a
Or
good view
what's
of
your
that?
game? I guess you could, I don't know.
Got a good view of that?
The Chiefs, I can dig it.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs money line. It's just one of the situations. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. We're gonna. I know you could. I could attack this game statistically, analytically, like pretty much a lot of other people do. And I'm gonna mix in a bit of that with we'll talk about some feelings, man. It's the end of the season. Vibes are high. Big vibes game. I would not mind San Francisco winning at all. It would not hurt my feelings at all. But at the same time, I'd be a damn fool not to bet on Patrick Mahomes. Because honestly, it's one of those situations where it's like happiness hedge. And 49ers win, it's like, all right, whatever, that sucks. The Chiefs have made me money for 3 games. Excuse me, man. The water's attacking me. No, but I bet. Let me restart. I bet on the Chiefs for 3 games in a row now. I bet them against the Dolphins, Bills, and Ravens. Made money every single time. So now it's to the point where it's like, I kind of said on my show, it's like, do I jump off the train or just be like, you know what, one more ride? And then I'm just
Yeah,
like, you know what, we'll take the one more ride. Not a bad guy to bet on if we're being real. So like, I genuinely do like Mahomes, so I'm just gonna take them on the money line. Simply for I trust Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes more at the end of the day when it comes to like its stats because I think the 49ers potentially are a better team overall if you want to go position by position across the board. But just for whatever reason, it's like taking the best player in a game. I'm gonna ride with the best player and potentially the best coach. And then when it comes to the over, I see this being about 27-24ish game. So I potentially like the over, but the way the Chiefs been playing lately, they've been kind of holding the ball. They've been like sitting on the ball a bit. Like they'll go out, they'll get like 2 quick possessions where they score, and then if they have 10, 14 point lead, they're just sitting back and playing a lot slower. So that's what scares me. But I kind of lean the over, but I'm not taking an over under. Just to let people know, I just lean the over.
their defense is going unmentioned as this is one of the best defenses I've ever
Which one?
seen.
The Chiefs?
Chiefs, yes, Chiefs.
I think
Chiefs
don't get me
defense.
wrong. They're talking about the 49ers a lot and how good their defense is. It is good. I admit. I'm kind of shocked how little the Chiefs defense isn't getting talked about.
Yeah, I put it to you like this, and I know this is the worst. Like, trust me, I'm gonna say the disclaimer. This is not how you handicap sports. This is the worst thing you can do in handicapping sports. But we saw what the Niners did against the Ravens, and we saw what the Chiefs did against the Ravens, both defensively and offensively. Lamar Jackson did whatever he wanted against this defense. Uh, I think the Chiefs would have the same. But we just saw Jordan Love. Literally, if he was more aggressive, would have won that game. We just saw the Lions. I don't know what they could have done. They
No,
gave up a
I
good
have
shot.
something I want to add on to this point once you're done. So,
Yes, yes. I kind of got lost in it to be honest with you. So,
well, I can bank off that perfectly because what if you know what? I've been thinking about this more and more, and it got brought up to me the other day and something I was listening to, and it's made me think. What if the AFC is just better? Like, yes, I
mm,
know the 49ers were the cream of the crop, but if you look underneath them, I mean, who was it? Cowboys? Mm.
trash,
Eagles? Ugh.
trash.
Lions, don't get me wrong, they were in their first year, so they had a few moments that felt like, yeah, first year, now you got the experience and battle scars to go into next year.
Shout out to the Lions
Meanwhile,
though. Real quick,
real,
best
they should
team
have
against
won.
the spread this season, 14-6.
Shout out to them for real. They damn near should have won that game if you really think about it, but we don't got to get into that. We're talking about Super Bowl. Look at the Chiefs, on the other hand. Play the Dolphins in the cold. I mean, we knew they weren't scoring until Tyreek Hill made that one goddamn touchdown, and we knew that was happening too.
Hey, we called it
And then
right
you go
here.
to the Bills. We did. The Bills. They should have won. Realistically, they probably could have should have won that game, but the Chiefs just find a way to beat them. The Bills not have been a really really good team if you watch how they end of the season. Then the Ravens, arguably one of the better teams. The Chiefs only scored 17, held them to 10. And I mean, the Ravens just had the MVP announced last night. Shout out Lamar, won in a second. And then, I mean, you just watch it. You watch the roads that both these teams went on. Like, not the Chiefs dominated and looked strong against 2 really good opponents. Wow, no offense to the Packers and Lions, but they had moments of like not the Lions. I guess the Lions actually looked really good in the season, but the Packers. There were moments this season where it's like, what in the hell is this team? And they
Yeah.
had the Niners on the ropes. So I mean, it's one of those situations where if you look at that both teams, you kind of compare it that way. I just like, what if the Chiefs are just that much better? And it's like that makes me a lot more comfortable taking the money line because even if it loses, it's just like, all right, maybe I just looked at it wrong that way. But if
No,
they do end up winning, that's going to be something to look forward to in the future. Be like, that really mattered.
yeah. Three things that really stand out to me about this game is I don't know why I'm forgetting everything I'm about to say right when I start talking. Three things that stand out to me. Brock Purdy, there's been one or two games this season where he's looked lost. I hate to keep bringing it back
Browns,
to the Ravens game.
the Browns game
Browns,
too.
yeah. I mean, he threw a couple. I feel like this Chiefs defense is just going to blitz him like crazy from every direction. I don't think this O line's going to be able to pick it up.
Agnola's been in his bag.
49ers, too, I think are going to help him. They like to bring a lot of packages condensed. A lot of linebackers going to be around the line. You're not going to know where that blitz is coming
Mm-hmm.
from. It's not like they're going to spread it out to where where it's harder to disguise it. Um, And then we've seen the 49ers get down every playoff game. You go down not 10 to the Chiefs, you're not coming back.
Mm-mm.
This isn't Jordan Love backpedaling in 20 yards and floating a ball out of bounds so you can get a stop. This is Patrick
This
Mahomes.
is
He's
a
going to go get the
cerebral
first down.
assassin.
Yeah,
A
killer
cerebral
instinct.
assassin. Hey, like this ain't a kid anymore. Like this ain't a kid. I mean, Jared Goff even like Jared Goff almost got them boys. And
Yeah,
like,
he
no offense
did.
to Goff. I mean, he's good. He's good, but I wouldn't put him at Patrick Mahomes level. Yeah,
Just to
it's gonna be very
just to
interesting.
bring it back to last week when I talked about this, everybody on the Niners offense is hurt. Kittle, they said he's going to play, but I've heard this is a real injury.
Oh, really?
Debo,
What is Kittle? Kittle's hurt?
Kittle is hurt.
I didn't
Like
know. I
really
actually did
hurt.
not.
If this
Yeah.
wasn't a Super Bowl, he wouldn't be playing, is the report I heard. And I don't even know
What
what the
did he
injury is. I really don't care, but that's what I heard from the grapevine. Also, you
really?
seen Debo sit out, come in with his uniform on, get hit, and leave the game twice already in the last month. Um, I hate to be a fortune teller here. McCaffrey's as fragile as a bottle. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get hit hard a few times and have to limp off the field. I feel like he's gonna be left out there with no help. The defense is gonna surrender to Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelsey, this playoff run has been on another effing level, and I don't even
Yes.
mean stats wise. I mean he's put up some stats, but just the energy he's bringing. You're hearing guys talk about him in the locker room, getting them hyped. Like he's coming in like this is like everything he's ever worked for.
He's
Is
game
getting his
changing.
Yeah, and he's getting his players hyped up. You got Chris Jones in the middle on the defense. I don't see a way the 49ers win. Also, it's Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is gonna get off the script a little bit. I can't stand the damn 49ers. Nothing has made me happier the last decade than watching them lose Super Bowl after Super Bowl. I think they've only been in two, but nothing has made me happier to watch them lose both of those Super Bowls. And another thing about Brock Purdy, everybody wants to call him elite. What if he's just another Jimmy G? Another guy good enough to get him there.
I don't know. I think he might be slightly better than that, just based on the track record he's proven, shown so far. But this is the biggest game of his life. I'm interested to see. He could be. I don't know. That's good. It's going to be pretty much shown to us. He could be the next Jimmy G. Or if he wins, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, Mr. Relevant is a guy. Because right now, I would say he's a guy. Like I would say Jimmy G got to guy level. I don't know if Jimmy G ever got to guy level.
I feel like Jimmy G, just to be honest, just got screwed about a system.
He had the Super Bowl one until he overthrew that receiver. And then the defense gave up about 20, 30 points, however many they did.
That's the thing. This 49ers defense is elite on paper, but we've seen games over the last
They
few
can't stop the
seasons
run.
where they just get terrorized. They do have great, to your point, pass guarding linebackers, but not great run stuffers.
Did you hear what happened with Steve Wilkes? Steve Wilkes called them out, like, and just like ripping them for like the effort level they showed against the Packers. They're having effort level issues. Because guys, there's like on the big play that Jameson Williams scored the end around touchdown. If you watch, apparently there's guys that are close to him that maybe if they lay out, they can like clip him or something. There's guys that just aren't laying out and all that. That's another big thing because I shout out the Pat McAfee show. They were talking about it. Chuck Pagano was literally saying how Steve Wilkes brought them into a meeting room, was just ripping into them about like how their effort is pretty much horseshit. Because if you watch, there's plays Chase Young was getting destroyed on X because
I've
That's
seen
didn't dive.
Chase
He's just
even back with the Washington. I've seen Chase Young just give up on plays.
that's the
Biggest
biggest
issue.
thing. You
Yeah.
watch that stuff, and then you watch Travis Kelsey and what he's doing. Like, that's another reason that partially I'm on the Chiefs. I am interested though to see how the 49ers respond because they pretty much got called out, and now it's in the media that they got called out. But yeah, it's
Also, how you feel about the news of last week? 49ers, whether it's the owner, the coaches, players, a lot of people taking every chance they can on camera to call out the holding on the Chiefs. You heard about that?
I have not actually no.
I forgot who it was, but I think it was the owner, and then I think a few players said the same thing. But they asked what stood out to them the most on film watching the Chiefs,
Yeah.
and they're like the offensive line holding every play. Like they're trying to start this narrative of,
So they're trying
you
to get the
know,
calls early. All right, all
yeah,
right, a little bit gamesmanship. I
it's
like it. I honestly like it.
it's crazy to me that they're yeah. I heard that last week, and that shit blew my mind. They're trying to get the calls. They're
No, I
trying to
honestly
get the
kind of like it.
refs. Yeah, they give them that little
Get their
nudge,
eye on it.
like,
I mean,
hey,
that's a real thing. You're like, hey, watch it. 74. He likes to. He's grabbing a little bit much, isn't he? Now. Yeah, they're already trying to get that Taylor Swift and all that BS out of their way.
man,
No, yeah, hey,
man,
I got
please.
some. I got to continue with the scoring though. I do got some scoring props. Shout out to FanDuel though, making me have to reset my password, even though I for sure typed it in right. So I'm gonna be locked out my account for a bit, but I at least wrote most of them down. One score I do like: Chiefs. Chiefs to score 31 or 28. 31 is plus 1600. 28 is plus 2300. It just feels like for me personally, and I also odd one more. I don't know what the odds are because I forgot to write it down. I was just about that was the last one I was about to place and didn't place. I also like the Chiefs 27 as an insurance policy. That's gonna be my insurance policy bet. The Chiefs 27, just because I've been hearing a lot about them scoring 27 this game, and I don't know what that reason is. So it's just like, you know what? Heard a little bit too much of it, so it scared me. But I really like the Chiefs to pretty much score 31 or 28 in this game. 27 is gonna be the insurance, so kind of like that range when it comes to Chiefs. Two more to add to that. Correct score: Chiefs 31, 49ers 28 is plus 12,000. I don't kind of mind that at all. I'm only these are on the chance that it's a close game. I think there's a chance the Chiefs definitely could win by more than a touchdown. But this is
Yeah,
on the chance that the
I don't see
49ers
the
do
Niners
keep it
putting up
up.
28 points.
Well, if you don't like that one, I also got 28-24 correct score for plus 25,000, which is another one. It's like, oh, maybe not too bad. Then the insurance policy again, Chiefs 27, Niners 24 plus 5,000. Those are all, I'll make the correct score ones. I feel a little less confident about. It's just for whatever reason, the 24 to 27 was calling my name. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be able to take that. So I'm like, I don't know what it was. It was like one of those moments where it's like I lit the stage.
Yeah,
I was watching something. I'm just sitting in the room and it just called my name. It was like the aroma.
yeah.
I don't know what it was. It's called my name. So those are the
JCP,
scores I picked.
JCP.
28-24. 31-31. No, but there's one more thing I wanted to add in too, but I think I lost it on my sheet. Man. I remember it was gonna add I was adding in the squares. If you like taking squares, take this for how you want to. I had a dream last night that I hit one of the squares in the first quarter. I'm not bullshitting you. I don't know if it's this Super Bowl. I don't know if it's gonna be one down the line. But I had a dream. I'm one of those people that like the deja vu moments. I feel like
Yeah.
I have a lot of them. Like especially lately, I feel like I've had a lot of them from dreams. Where it's like, whoa, what is going on? So if you like to take squares for the whole game, I'm taking 7 and 3. So Chiefs 7, 49ers 3, and then vice versa, just because I think that'll potentially be something that's worth watching. They're decent odds. I wasn't able to write them down obviously because I'm locked down my damn sports book. I know it's me. Like I know, but of course the book doesn't. Whatever. Uh, no, but I forget what they are. But 7-3, I do really like those. And those are pretty much all I got for like the scores and everything.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm probably that's probably what I'm gonna bet more than anything is exact
The
scores. I
scores.
like doing that in the Super Bowl. I haven't really thought about it. Yeah, I haven't thought about this game betting wise at all. I really don't care to bet it. Don't care to watch it. It's one of those
I
Super
will admit,
Bowls. It's
yeah.
gonna be a great Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong. If it wasn't Mardi Gras weekend, I would definitely 100% watch it. But it's one of those things. Go to Bacchus and catch like 7 or 8 plays throughout the night, just looking up at a TV or watch the
Yep.
damn game. I'd rather just go out. I just feel like the Niners are gonna get shut the hell down. Everybody on their offense is hurt. I just don't see them putting up more than
That's what scares me.
13 points.
Yeah, I'm with you. There's a secret dark inclination. It's like, man, are the Chiefs going to hold another team to like nothing? I don't know. That's what's the fun part. That's what's the fun part
Yeah,
about this is I give you all these numbers, and then all it takes is Peyton Manning not catching the ball and they're going out the back of the end zone. And all of a sudden, it's 38-0 coming out of halftime in the Super Bowl.
hell yeah. Where
Crazy.
you at on touchdown scores? You got any of those?
Um, yes, I do. To throw it in real quick, though, by the way, we talked about it last week. I'll throw it in for the people who missed it. The score got me plus 25,000, and the past Super Bowl score plus 410. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole again. I still kind of don't understand the odds. Still don't know if we're missing something or not, but I like it. So we're taking it.
Yeah, I
We'll
forgot
see.
about that.
Um,
Forgot about
yeah,
that.
the whole good old rabbit. I will admit, I did talk to a source, and that source did tell me it seems like with the odds that is really good. He's a big odds guy, so he's like, hey, that seems like it'd be decent. So I'm like,
I
all right,
mean,
so I feel a lot better.
mathematically, it's astronomical.
It's amazing. But yeah, no, to go some touchdown scores though. But yeah, I just want to, like I said, I wanted to throw that back in just so we had it. Touchdown scores. I got the big three: Christian McCaffrey, Travis Kelsey, Isaiah Pacheco. I think 100% they'll for sure score. I mean, the thing that sucks, Travis Kelsey and Isaiah Pacheco went down. He's minus 130 back to 125 now. We like to see that. Kelsey went to minus 105. That kind of stinks. I'm pretty sure he was plus money. If not, he might have been minus 110, which then this is good. But past that, I've been kind of struggling. I like Rasheed Rice at plus 140, plus 130. I mean, it's basically the same thing, but I liked him yesterday. Now it's kind of like today. It's like, I don't know. But I'm trying to think of outside people besides the big three. And I mean, Rasheed Rice is going to be a really good option. I mean, we saw him take that screen pass last week. What, 50 yards until the holding
Gone.
got called? That they're watch out for the holdings,
Nah, they making that a narrative for sure, man.
right? I don't. So yeah, I probably lean Rasheed Rice here. Um, this is going to be a big. The only thing that sucks about these two teams, these are two like I would say live betting touchdown teams because it's like obviously other than the big names like Christian McCaffrey, Pacheco, and Kittle, who I don't know how many times I'm going to say. I'm going to end up saying them in a stutter with how many times I mention them in this segment. But you got those three, and then past that, I mean, it's a game of flow. Like some games Brandon Ayuk gets the touchdown, some games George Kittle gets the touchdowns. I think on my show I took George Kittle just because I'm like, I'll pick him. But now I'm hearing he might be hurt, and I didn't know
Yeah,
that. I
let me
thought he
look
was
that up
fine, so
real
now I'm
quick.
nervous.
I, from the reports I heard, and it's pretty good sources, like sources that are at the,
Yeah,
not my sources, but people that are at the Super Bowl stuff. George Kittle has a real injury,
I just
but
didn't even know. What is it? Do you know it's like knee? Do you know what it is, or just that it is an injury?
I'm looking it up right now, but I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
Touchdown wise, the big three I gave out are the main ones I have. I don't mind Ayuk. I don't mind Rasheed Rice. Um, Somebody weird's gonna score a touchdown. I feel like on the Chiefs is that MVS. Maybe is it Justin Watson? Is it Noah Gray?
I like Noah Gray more than all of those guys because
Noah
I don't,
Gray for hey. I got something for you. Then you like Noah Gray?
because I could see Travis
Um,
Kelsey getting a 27-yard catch to like the 6-yard line, getting hit hard as hell, going out for a play, and Noah Gray just happened to steal his touchdown.
I don't know why I haven't been able to find it. I've been trying to find the first touchdown score so I can bet it all week. I'm taking Noah Gray to score first. I was trying
Yeah,
to think. I got put in my head. I will take him to score regardless. But there's something just because he's plus 900. But there's something that's put in my head. It's like, what would be the touchdown score that would score first? That'd piss off the most bettors. It'd also be something where it's like, yeah, that's very reasonable. That guy could get it. And I ended up with like Noah Gray because you can see it. Like you said, Kelsey gets him down there. They hand off to Pacheco. They get stuffed. They do a play action. Mahomes fakes to Kelsey. Most of the defense shifts that way, and all of a sudden Noah Gray's kind of by himself because everyone forgot Noah Gray's out there, and boom! All of a sudden it's plus like I think it's 31,000 or 3,000. I mean, or plus 4,000 something like that free for him to score first.
hell yeah.
Massive odds. So it's something like you know what? Let's put a little sprinkle on and have a little bit of fun, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
No, I
also the
love it.
touchdown bet we talked about real quick over the number. First touchdown over 19 and a half. I did take the over. There's another book you can find at 22 and a half. Don't take that one. That's kind of criminal.
What if you took the over 19 and a half, under 22 and a half, and get a 21-yard pass? Nah, I'm messing with you.
Actually, might not be bad.
Try to middle everything.
Yeah.
Real quick, George Kittle toe,
Oh,
the worst kind of injury you could have.
for real.
Because it
I
might
mean,
not hurt the worst. Like a broken knee, that definitely hurts worse. But every time you try to plant on that foot, I'm sure that toe's gonna give you some bite back.
At a certain point, yeah, like hopefully at a certain point too, like you need all your toes, man. So unless,
Yeah,
especially if it's a big toe, if it's a big toe, that's going to be a big thing. Because then also, or if it's pinky toe, it has no balance. Whatever. I don't know what toe is the balance one, but no,
yeah. They
that's
didn't
actually
elaborate, but it literally just says, and this is CBS reporting, Brian Diardo, for CBS Sports.
Ardo.
Wednesday, tight end George Kittle (parentheses toe) and defensive lineman Eric Armstead knee/foot were limited during the team's first practice. And I also saw another one that said they were limited yesterday too on Thursday. Uh,
Interesting.
I'm sure they'll be limited today. Like I said, the literally the words, exact words I heard is George Kittle will play, but this is a
Oh,
real
obviously.
injury.
I think everyone's going to play, but it's a matter of at this point, like I think everyone is banged up, but it's to what levels? Like, are you 80%, 60%? Are you one hit away from injury? Can you survive a few? Yeah, it's going to be very interesting
See,
then.
I
So
think Debo's on that list of land on him wrong. He's out of
I
there.
do too. Like his because I mean I won't lie, shoulders are as a guy who has shoulder issues, shoulders can be a pain in the ass. One day it's fine, you can play through. I won't lie though, Toradol and MF for them boys. I tell you what, them boys be able to play through anything on that Toradol, man.
Hell yeah.
Nah, but yeah, no, I'm very curious to see how the injuries play out because that's pretty much big part of it because yeah, injuries obviously. Where do you want to go? Where do you want me to go next? I kind of had a bit of everything.
Yeah, just man, I would say start. I'm literally over here. I just bet 3 correct score bets. I'm just over here rocking and rolling. I'm not even listening to the show. I'm just betting, baby.
He was like,
Just
all
to,
right, hey, start giving stuff out. I'm gonna
just to throw it out there, I got Chiefs 30, 49ers 16, and then I got Chiefs 19,
Ooh,
49ers 13, and then I took
ooh.
the 27-24 that you gave out.
A 27-24 one. That feels like sneaky. Sneaky gonna be the
Feels
one that
It's the one to me that feels the most generic, which makes it feel,
yeah.
it's like football 27-24. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that one's plus 5,000 versus 28-24 is plus 25,000. And it's literally 1 point above. So if that tells you anything.
Yeah. Yeah, the two I got are crazy odds. 19-13 is 320 to 1.
Woo!
30-16 is 300 to 1. Yeah,
Ooh.
literally, I never make
Pretty
small
nice.
bets. I got $3 on each of these. Both of them bring back over 900.
Yeah,
Should have put 10
I
on
got
it. I
some
got 10.
small sprinkles.
I could have put 50 on it if I wanted to, but yeah, it's not something I'm married
Nah.
to. Chiefs
That's not
Bucks.
those
I had 31-10 and into 31-9.
disgusting.
But I also had Grant 2 touchdowns in that game. Shout out to him.
That boy Robert. No,
Just
I can kind of just bounce
start off
around.
with your least favorite to your favorite, man. Let's call it up. Let's roll it up.
Oh
I know all
well,
of them are your favorites technically.
that's hilarious. So I have two least favorites that lead into a big favorite. So I'll get these two least favorites out of the way. So imagine a world, so this isn't the least favorite, by the way, but I kind of got to give it out to explain the story. Brock Purdy have an interception at minus 115. I really do like that a lot. I think Brock Purdy probably will have an interception in this game. You can even bet the Chiefs to be the first team to get an interception at like plus 210 or something like that if you really, really want to double down on it. But I think Brock Purdy will throw an interception. Now here's where it gets. Now we're gonna go back. We're gonna, like you said, we jumped at the front of the line. Now we're gonna go run back real quick. Security kicked us to the back. So we're in the back now. What in the world? What if there's a world? Let me rephrase that. There's a tip pass at the line, and you watch big old 56 or big old 95 catch the ball. Karloftis interception plus 10,000. Chris Jones interception plus 7,000. Brock Purdy is a little bit shorter of stature. The Chiefs are known for being able to get batted balls at some point. So this is a fun little bet. Like you, small bets. I think one of them, I think five, like one bet's 5 to win like 900. One's like 5 for 300, something like that I put down for these. There's
Yeah.
just something fun. I think L'Jarius Sneed, obviously, McKinney, one of the corners. That's probably obviously the easiest safe off them, but I'm already going to bet him to have an interception. So I'm going to be fine with that if one of them get it. I thought about like, hey, let's have some fun wild with this. There's, like you said, batted balls can be a thing. All it takes is batted ball to go straight up in the air, and all of a sudden, a lineman catches like
Nah,
that,
them big
and we're
guys be
about
getting
4 to 500
excited,
ball
man. They
return.
be
And Chris Jones and Karloftis seems to be the guys that have been getting to the quarterback the most lately. They've just been around him being annoying. Shout out to that boy Karloftis again, by the way. West Lafayette product. I didn't go there, but he beat our team's ass.
Hey
Shout
now.
out.
Hey now.
Quarter Not going to shout out our quarterback. I love the kid, but he definitely gave him they basically gave that defense 3 touchdowns on 2 pick sixes, either 2 fumbles and a pick six or 2 pick sixes and a fumble within like 15 plays. Like, all right, we down 21-0 already. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the Super Bowl. We ain't talking about my high school football. We don't need
What
to talk
happened?
about
War
that.
flashbacks.
Shout out George Kaloftis though, for real though. He actually is a cool dude. But yeah, like I said, them to get interceptions, the odds are massive. But it's like it's a Super Bowl. Those are like 2 little fun bets I want to make because, like I said, all it takes is a tip pass to like flutter a little bit weird, and then it goes right to a lineman. We've seen it in the NFL. I mean, Kyle Hamilton tipped a pass to himself a few weeks ago. Moving on, let's see. I don't lie. I think they're all locks. There's not one I dislike. No, moving on though. Longest reception of the game. Something I was looking at and thinking about. MVS, man, plus 800. This game doesn't have a lot of like deep ball threats.
Yeah, that's a popular one. I like it too.
Yeah, there's not a lot of deep ball threats like said. Like Deebo Samuel obviously could, Ayuk obviously could, but like last game, Zay Flowers, I mean, MVS had it until Zay Flowers had his big play. If not, MVS gets at the end of the game. I don't know what's going on with Kadarius Toney or Mecole Hardman. I don't know if either of those two are going to play. If they do, they are.
Talking about the GOAT?
What? WR1, you mean?
Yeah, that boy Tony said I'm the GOAT, baby.
Hey, they just gotta get him the ball, man. Hey, I love the confidence, man. You gotta have the confidence to be a receiver. But
I thought the same thing too. Shout out.
You also got to catch the ball. But hey, that ain't me. I am playing the position, man. But no, I don't know what's going to happen with that part of it. Sky Moore's been activated too. Jarrett McKinnon might play. So there's like a little bit of weird flux that could happen with the wide receiver or running back room. Yeah. But like I said, MVS at plus 800, I think that he's going to be the one more likely to get it. Because truthfully, on the cheap, like if you think of the 49ers, like there's not like too many like deep ball threats. There's like Ayuk who does one, but they do a lot of medium passes that turn into big yards versus like MVS is the over the top guy. Like Mahomes could easily just, there's one play game. I got the guy to jump off sides. Everyone runs deep. He hits MVS for 40, 50 yarder. And all of a sudden it's like, all right, let's see if now the 49ers do it. So long reception. I do like that. In the same boathouse of that, the most receptions, I think it's going to be Kelsey, Rashee Rice. I took both of them plus 150 for Kelsey, plus 220 for Rashee Rice. If you look at the numbers this is one I'll bring in some numbers for. If you look at the numbers for the Chiefs, both those guys have had 8+ receptions, about 4+ games each. You go to the 49ers, the only person who's done that is Towboy Kittle. And I think Samuel's never done it. Ayuk's maybe done it once. So plus 150, plus 220, it feels like, all right, one of those two are going to go off, I feel like. So it's going to be, I don't know who to choose. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll take both. Yeah. Kelsey's the safe option. Rashee Rice is more of the, all right, now we got a little bit of change. So I'm going to vote for both of those guys because, like I said, I think they're going to be a big part of the Super Bowl. And I just don't know if the 49ers are going to get more receptions with any of their guys.
No, I like that. I just took Patrick Mahomes MVP. But also, I took L'Jarius Sneed MVP yesterday. If he does,
I would say those two or Kelsey are probably like the 3 best if you like the Chiefs. Because on the off chance Kelsey goes 11 for 120 and 2 or something like that. Again.
Yeah, it's crazy that I mean it's not crazy, but Mahomes at plus 150. You almost like, man, F the money line.
You should be like 130. 150 is really good.
Yeah, I like those odds a lot, man.
Speaking of my homeboy, I kind of like his under at 260. I just don't think he's going to need to throw for 260 yards, honestly. I think they're just going to end up being able to hand off the ball a little bit more than you expect. So I haven't placed it yet, but that's one that's like, that one's pretty much like waiting to get the call up to the show, pretty much. Like he's in AAA batting about 400 or 500 right now. I just need to call him up. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's definitely a stylistic game, man. If the Niners threatening at any point, I'm sure he can turn it on. But I think like you, they'll get up 10 early and just cruise control to the finish.
I don't think he's thrown for 260 in the playoffs yet either, too. So it's like
I don't think he has
they've been
in a
winning
while.
games.
I think he realizes if I let my defense rest, they'll be better. Pacheco's a damn beast.
He came out and said that too.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hey, I finally don't have to be that guy. Because remember, Texas Tech days, he's having to throw for 500, 5 touchdowns, but there's 4 interceptions because it's all on him. Yeah, if you go to numbers against Miami Dolphins, 262. Then 241, 215, 245, 230. New England, he threw 305, but that's New England, man.
Yeah, that boy just having fun at that point.
Yeah, no. So I mean, like I do like the under. I haven't taken it yet. It has dropped to 261, I think, but like I said, I still think it's fine. Kelsey to catch every target is plus 950. I'm going to take this, I think. I think the only thing that makes me scared is Fred Warner gets a little pinky in there and the ball gets deflected. But regardless, I mean, there's a lot of potential with this bet. That's the best way to put it.
Those are the
Because I
type of
don't want this to
bets.
happen.
My bad. I didn't mean to
Go
cut
ahead.
you off.
No,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
let
Go
you
ahead.
go
Go
in
ahead.
after this. Those type of bets, it's just you're watching the Super Bowl, man. Like every time they throw it to Kelsey, it's like, oh, let's go, baby. Like it's just a fun bet for a Super Bowl.
Exactly. And the best part about it is, all right, I guess it's not a best part about it, but I don't want to hurt the Swifties or anything. That boy Travis catches the ball, turns the field, rolls an ankle, done for the Super Bowl, 1 for 1. That's a winner. There's a lot of potential with this bet. That's what's crazy. I don't think that's going to happen. Obviously, I don't wish for injury upon everybody, anybody at all. But I mean, if you're being realistic, like we got to think with we want to be cerebral assassins against the betting market. You got to think like a killer. And I hate to say it, he's old. No, I think he'll be fine though, honestly, overall. But it's one of those things where I think he's going to be a big part of it. And he just went 11 for 11 last game. It's the biggest game. He's like you just said earlier in the show. He's been getting better and better as the playoffs been going on. So I just think that it's going to be a fun bet to follow, like you said. And there's a lot of potential open with it because he can go like 3 for 3 in the first quarter and not get a ball until the fourth quarter. Like there's a lot of open room with it. Speaking of Kelsey, you can get his over at 69.5 on another book. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be the engine that gets this team rolling this week. As much as Patrick Mahomes, I think Kelsey's the guy that everybody in that locker room looks to.
Kelsey and
Far as
Pacheco, those are going to be the big two. And then Rashee Rice, when he gets his few targets, is going to have to make his thing happen.
hell yeah,
Moving
man.
on. I got 2 more reception. I have 2 more reception totals added to that as well. MVS over 1.5, minus 120. Noah Gray over 1.5, minus 110. Love both of those.
Yes, sir.
MVS, that boy, got it for us last game at the end, buzzer beater. Shout out. That was awesome. I mean, I won't lie. There's nothing better than winning like a good amount of money on the Chiefs and like on the money line because you're on the winning team, and then you watch your guy hit his over to end the game on a meaningless. I mean, it wasn't meaningless because they would have won the game if they got it, but they easily could have just ran like an out route, a slant. And it would have been short. But they sent him on a go. He caught it and everything. It's like, all right, now we talk. Hit the over. Chiefs win. Hit the receptions. So it's like, you know
Hell
what?
yeah.
Let me slide it back one more time. And then for Noah Gray, I think Noah Gray is going to get like 4 or 5 targets. You got 3 last game for 8 yards. We didn't hit his over by 1.5 yards. I mean, if even a half yard at that point, I think potentially. So not going to take the over this time. Just going to stick with the receptions and leave it at that. Let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of bouncing around my sheet. Each team to score 1 touchdown, 1 field goal each half, plus 2,600 or plus 2,600. Don't mind it at all. You're basically just asking for 10 each half. I think the defense are good enough to force field goals in this game. That's basically the key factor. And so basically, we got 30 minutes of football to get a touchdown and a field goal from each side. I think it's doable.
Yes, sir.
My favorite one, though, speaking of field goals, that boy Moody, man. I haven't missed a field goal at plus 210. He's
Yeah.
been having a kind of, I don't want to say the yips, but he's been just weird in the season where it's kind of been like, they ain't
Missed
been
one
going in
last
all
week.
the way. He did. He missed one last week. He's missed a few. I think I missed one, I think the week before. He had an issue where one of the last 2 or 3 games of the season, he missed one. It was
From
one of those
40
things where
to
it's like he's been missing it. What?
40 to 49 yards. I think he's 5 for 9 this year. So he's missed 4 of them for sure.
Yep. And I mean, it's going to be a huge game. And then he's a rookie. I think he's a rookie too, even.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that, yeah, he has a rookie moment and misses it. So
Still gonna
plus
have that.
210. Tight. That thing going to be tight, man. The boy might be nervous. So yeah, I mean, like I said, for the odds 2 plus 210, that's pretty high odds for what I thought it was. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to take that. I'm not going to lie. That might. I also like. I have 2 more rush overs I think to give out. I like Pacheco's rush over 67.5, and I like his rushing attempts over. I think you can get it like 15.5, but it was like super juice, like minus 135 or something. So I'm just gonna. I might lay off, but I do think his rushing attempts over is going to hit. Brock Purdy's rushing attempts over is 3.5 at plus like 130. I do like it, so I might end up taking that just because of how big the odds are too. And Brock Purdy rushed over 12.5 yards, minus 120. I'm going to take it just because I think he's going to have to use his legs again this week potentially because I could see them being in a similar script where they end up down.
Hell yeah. Nah, I love it, man. I like everything you're
That
saying. You talked me into a few. I ain't gonna lie. I just had to withdraw all my money because I'm just sitting here placing bets while you're talking.
dude,
Like,
that's
let
what's
me
happened
think
to me
about
all
this a
this
little
week,
bit. Come back and check it out tonight. Just took the Chiefs
all
money
week,
line.
man.
You talking me into it. I already kind of was leaning that way. Just
You
took
just
Patrick
needed somebody
Mahomes.
to push you over the edge. You're scared to
Yeah,
jump in the water. I got you. It's like, hey, just swim, boy.
I mean, you're the first
Shove it
person
in.
I personally talked to about the game and just having that conversation. I've been hearing everybody on the radio, but Everybody on the Chiefs, which scares the shit out of me.
Let's go, boys. A lot of opportunity out there. That's why I gave out so many too. There's a lot of opportunity out there.
Hey, it's the
I
Super
won't
Bowl,
lie. I
man.
like that. I got.
Next game ain't till
Oh, we didn't
September.
we didn't give out the most important bet. I forgot to give out the most important bet of the day. Tails.
Tails.
Never fit. Back to back like Drake. Big year for Drake. Shout out Drake getting that thing leaked.
Tails. I just took your
Hey,
bet. This is the one you won. No, I'm playing.
hey, hey. Now I won't lie though. I did talk with my homies and kind of jokingly I told them I'd put 50 on the coin toss and then UCLA won. So I put 50
Hey,
on the coin toss.
UCLA made my day the other night.
Yeah, I won't lie. They definitely made my day as well. They bought me they bought me a nice little shirt and they definitely paid for my coin toss. So yeah. Also, shout out. I will give this book a shout out. Shout out DraftKings, man. Plus money for the coin toss. Let's go. Got it
Hey,
plus 100. So now it's like instead of the minus 104. So I don't feel like they're just chopping away at me with a little pickaxe, taking out a few of my tree limbs. I get the whole tree, man. Let's go.
yes, sir. You got any
Oh, also,
national
if
anthem bets, halftime bets?
yeah, I was about to say if you want to be if you want to get super nasty, I don't know if we can do it in my state, but yeah, first song is like plus 200. I don't mind that. DJ Got Us Falling in Love might not be a bad first song. I heard something about Yellow Gatorade. I don't know how that is. I'm not
I
gonna
heard Blue
be the
Gatorade,
guy
but
who
yeah.
bets on Taylor's Blue. That might not be a bad one. I'm not gonna be the guy about on the color of Taylor Swift shirts. I can't believe that's a real thing. That's
I mean, it's gonna
hilarious.
be red. What the hell
Yeah,
other color is she
probably.
gonna wear?
Yeah, probably. But no, and then for the final, if you like Richie James to return a touchdown, that's something super, super disgusting. That's like massive odds. If you would like a return in the game, I potentially don't mind him. But yeah, final one of the year. Nasty Boy Parlay, Parnell
Yes,
play of the
sir.
day.
Hold on, real quick. Drum roll, please. Hold on, no. Hold on.
What are we holding on to?
They
Oh,
just played the horns for you, baby. Give me the nasty boy parlay.
all
You know,
right,
I
here we
couldn't play
go.
it while you was on screen, but you got
Oh,
the
that makes sense.
horns, baby, for this one.
Hey, I won't
I'm gonna
lie.
ride this one with you. I wish I would have left something on my book. I'm gonna deposit back though.
Hey, don't worry, I'll send you $10. No, but so pretty much, I just want to quick. I'll give a quick rundown of the record, just to like real quick, just to reinforce this. NFL. So we NFL straights 49, 43, and 2. Player props 43, 41. Playoffs 6-3 on the straights, 20 and 11 on the props. Nasty boys this year 5-23. You sound the records like ew 5-23.
Hey,
Now listen now.
nasty boys for a reason.
Plus every one of those is plus 1,000. You put $10, we're up 500 down 230 pretty much is the math on that. So I just wanted to emphasize like, hey, I ain't 0 for 23, man. I at least hit a few of them, but we emphasized it a lot. I said their names a lot. They might have made me stutter. We're pretty much going all touchdown scores and somebody to win the game. It's about plus. When I placed it, it was about plus 8 something. So I'll admit, not 1,000 this time. So it's like, hey, it's gonna lose a little bit of. It's not as nasty. We'll still get a little bit nasty. Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, anytime touchdown. Travis Kelsey, anytime touchdown. And then give me that good old Chiefs money line plus 110. It's down to plus 778, so it's lost a slight bit of odds. I would not mind. I mean, you feel free if you want to throw in like somebody, any of the single props I gave out. Obviously, every prop I gave out, I pretty much like the receiving yards or rushing yards. But we're gonna go back to the roots of the nasty boy. I started off the nasty boy this year, giving out 4 touchdown scores. I'm not gonna give out 4 touchdown scores for one game. I usually did that for like 16
Yeah.
games. So we're gonna go 3, and we're just gonna throw in a nice little money line to make it a little bit juicy. And if you want to get even nastier, I won't lie. We can get nastier if you want. If you people want to get nasty, Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5 for plus 128 takes it up to plus 875, gets it back closer to the 900 to 1,000 if you think the Chiefs are going to win by a field goal.
Now I've heard some people giving some crazy alt lines. -6.5, -7 on the Chiefs.
I ain't going to do all that.
I
I
can't.
ain't gonna do all that.
I wish this game was set up like it used to be. Oh, here it is. Never mind. My bad.
You're all good. Yeah. So again, for those of you, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelsey, Christian McCaffrey, and you can do the Chiefs money line, Chiefs -2, 6.5 if you want to get nasty. If you want to just get downright disgusting, he brought up 6.5. If you think there's a way the Chiefs win the Super Bowl by 7, and you want to get absolutely nasty, utterly disgusting, that's plus 1404. That's getting nasty, nasty. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I ain't throwing up out.
Yeah.
I ain't throwing up in the toilet, in the outhouse. I'm just gonna throw up outside by the bush. So give me my Chiefs.
Hose it down, go back in, grab another beer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the garden hose outside real quick. Get my mouth cleaned out and just go back in for some more, man. I'm excited. It's gonna be a great game, man.
It's the Super
I've had
Bowl,
these
baby.
bets played for about 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been a countdown. Yeah, it's gonna be a great one, man. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, the thing that sucks, I'll admit, everyone says, "Oh, no one wants to watch this Super Bowl. This Super Bowl sucks." I mean, it's two of the best, one of the better, two of the better teams, if not the best teams in the NFL. So that's the part of it that is gonna be really awesome. And we get to.
So good of a game, people don't want to watch it. They want to
I
root
think so
for the
too.
Lions or the Ravens.
They
They
want
want
to
to root
root.
for an
They want to.
underdog.
Yep, I was about to say they want to root for an underdog, but the football purists, I think a lot of us are like, yeah, this is going to be awesome because this is a legacy game.
Yeah.
We're going to get Mr. Irrelevant going 22-5, winning a Super Bowl in 2 years, going to back-to-back NFC Championship games. I don't think that's ever happened before with Mr. Irrelevant. Ever happened before? We're going to get that, or all of a sudden, Tom Brady's going to start looking over his shoulder because the boogeyman is just right there behind him with 3. I mean, that's the world we're living in. I mean, if Mahomes wins 3 at that point, all of a sudden it's like, oh, like Brady got to watch out.
Andy Reid gets 3. He's in a whole nother stratosphere. Shanahan,
yes, all of a sudden
loses. He can't. He's really in that conversation of can't win the big one.
And it really sucks for him because that 28-3 totally all wasn't on him, obviously. But that's what's crazy. It's a legacy game all of a sudden for both sides. Because I mean, if the Chiefs lose, I mean, nothing really will happen to them. It's like, oh, they got this far, they shouldn't have been here. I mean, people will find a way to drag them down a little bit, but I mean, it's going to be. I think it's a lot worse for the 49ers if they lose this game versus the Chiefs.
Nah, I mean, football is one of the hardest sports, man.
It's great. People's expectations are beyond super unrealistic, and then you have teams like the Houston Texans, where C.J. Stroud wins Rookie of the Year. They get a defensive player to win Rookie of the Year. So I understand. Almost had a head coach win Coach of the Year, and they make the playoffs team for the first year guy. No, he lost by one first place vote.
Who won it?
Kevin Stefanski for the Browns, which I think that's not a bad one. He went through like 4 or 5 quarterbacks, so that's not a bad one either. It's just, man, DeMeco Ryans was really close. But yeah, no, that's why I'm excited for this game, man. It's going to be a big legacy game because either the 49ers are back to glory because they've been close. I mean, if you think about it, the 49ers have been punching at the ceiling since about 2011, 2012 with Colin Kaepernick.
That's what I'm saying. That's my biggest joy every year is watching them get their hopes up.
They've been right there, and they just every time it's been collapsed. So can they? And the great words of Cody Rhodes, can they finish their story, or bring it all the way back to the top, or the Chiefs the dynasty? I mean, man, it's gonna be great. We either got a new dynasty in front of us, or we're finishing the story.
Nah, yeah, it would be awesome, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It'd be nice to see the Niners win one. It'd be even better to see them lose.
Yep, that's how I feel, honestly. Like I'll admit, I have a lot of family that's like, oh, we don't want to see Tom Brady. I mean, we don't want to see Mahomes. And it's like, why? We don't like Tom Brady. They're like, well, we're tired of him winning. It's like, I don't think a lot of people appreciate greatness anymore. It's another thing too. We don't have to get on that tangent or anything. That's kind of how I'm viewing this game. Is like, wow, I'm really like, we're really watching something great now. Like that's what I'm finally getting myself into. It's like, yeah, this could be greatness. First Las Vegas Super Bowl of many too, probably. Add that in.
I wish I would have saw Montana play, but I did get to see Brady, and now I get to see Mahomes. Saw Manning, of course, Breeze. But it is dope, man, to be like, man, I saw Mahomes from college. Like,
yeah,
you know,
that's what's going to be the awesome part for me. Is yeah, like when I get to tell the story on later on over the years, it's like, yeah, I remember literally rooting for Josh Allen with my boys in the dorm, like a jackass, watching me, like, oh, what? Of course, Josh Allen can't win the game. Getting pissed off and everything, and you're gonna look back years later. It's like, man, that Mahomes guy, man. You know what? That's why I'm jumping on in year 3. I think I wanted them in year 1 too, by the way, against the Niners, which is hilarious because it just comes back full circle 4 years later to where it's like, man, back on the Chiefs again.
No, I love it.
And they've been to what, 4 Super Bowls since then? I think.
You know more than me.
I don't even
remember. Oh yeah, it was Eagles Chiefs last year. I was about to say, I don't even remember last year.
Mahomes is 4 or 5. I know that. I know he's 4 or 5.
Crazy, man.
Dude, it's ridiculous. I mean, This is one of the hardest games to do it in too, because it's in a league where it's like they want everyone to be even. Like the salary cap literally makes it almost impossible. Like once he made his money, they should have been donezo. They had to get rid of Tyreek Hill. They
I'm
weren't like they
surprised
aren't
they
supposed to
made
be
it
back.
this. Yeah, this
They
year.
weren't
I
supposed to be
mean,
back.
I
They
even
had a
said it
bad
before the
season.
season. They're gonna have a bad season. Kind of called it. Was kind of right. But
Are they
hey,
going to be the? I was gonna say, are they going to be the Miami Heat of the NFL now, where they just kind of throw away the regular season and then towards the end, it's like, all right, we're just going to get into the dance now. We know what we're going to do.
feels like it, man. Feels like
For
it.
real.
Cause it was crazy. Like a month ago, it's like every year there's a team that's not that good that makes a run in the playoffs. And as great as the Chiefs been this year, it's the Chiefs, and they did it. That was even
Yeah,
before the playoffs started. People was talking about that. But man,
yeah. It's
thank you for
but
taking your time to come on the show. Excuse me, coughing up a damn storm. Thank you for
I
everything, my
know.
man.
Got you
JC
choked up,
Pod.
man. You've had the season's over.
I
Yeah,
know. If you want more elaborations, more breakdowns on this game, he did drop his JC Pod on YouTube yesterday. It was a great watch, a great listen. Definitely one for the books. It is crazy, man. This is the last week we can talk football until September and not sound like
28 weeks.
jackasses.
I just already counted it. It's like, wow. I know. I'm thinking about. I was like, man, I'm gonna sound like a jackass for a few months. Hey, we can talk about the madness too, though. That's the great part. It's the madness. It's right around the corner, pretty much. Because like that's the best part. We're pretty much Super Bowl's gonna be over. I think it's people like what a week, 2 week hangover is, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, conference tourneys. Man,
No, literally, man. Literally. We are exactly 1 month away from 4 weeks away from conference tournaments kicking off. Uh 5 weeks from
can't
now
wait,
we'll be
man.
watching the damn tournament.
Purdue's gonna win it all this year. Just kidding. I think I got UConn.
You
UConn and
said Duke?
Purdue. Duke.
Them
Filipowski. Nah, not
them
Duke.
Dookie
Ain't UNC's
Stanks.
trash ass. I can tell you what. Ain't gonna be Wisconsin's trash ass either. Trash ass boys. God
Yeah,
damn.
I'm fading
Watching
Wisconsin.
Tyler Wall act like he's the man against Zach Edey, but then he goes up against Cheddar and boy just wanna. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna call Tyler Wall. He actually played pretty good that game. I'm not mad at him.
It's
I'm
crazy
not. I'm not
because
gonna. I'm not gonna
Big
call
Ten
who it was,
basketball,
but
man, for some reason every team has to go on a 3 or 4 game losing streak every season.
bro, it's so goddamn infuriating. Man, I won't lie. I'm not gonna call it some college kids, but man, I won't lie. Watching them just get layups with ease, and then you watch this one kid come in, jack up 4 threes in a row. All of a sudden, it's a 19-4 run. It's like, yes, college basketball. Damn it. No, but yeah, I'm excited, man. March Madness is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a wild year. Like if the Chiefs were down and out, and they pretty much somehow made a run. I wonder if we're gonna see something similar in March. One of these teams that has
Oh,
had a
for
late weird
sure.
slide, and then all of a sudden, like UCLA,
Bro,
got
I'm
out again.
telling you, dog, UCLA is rocking, dog. Don't give up on UCLA. I got them. I'm taking them. Mighty Mighty Bruins, baby. Mick Cronin, my guy. UCLA ain't dead, bro.
Not yet. They're
This
crawling.
is the
They're
time to
scratching. They're
jump on
fighting.
UC. I think they about to win. I mean, they won 4 in a row. I think they win another 3, 4 in a row, and then you got the last 3 games against a good Washington State team, a great Arizona team, and who knows who's going to show up from Arizona State. UCLA is gonna make the tournament, bro. Mark my words. I wish I could bet that just to make the tournament right now, cause
Oh shit! If Clemson's a 6 seed, they better make the tournament.
that's what blows my mind. But we ain't gotta
Someone
get
said
on that.
Clemson's a 6. Yeah, we don't. We like that. We don't got to get. We've been already going an hour. I heard someone say Clemson's a 6. I'm like a 6 seed. Like what have I been
Clemson,
watching? God damn! It's because they beat UNC, but
Clemson should be like on the bubble at most right now. But hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've said it like 20,000 times. This is gonna be the worst bracket we probably ever seen. Don't know why they do this like once every 5 years, where they just smoke crack and make a bracket. But I think that's what they're doing this year, man. They not putting no thought
oh
into
shit!
this.
Boo Booey. He better make the tournament.
Yeah. Clemson though, man. First round. I can't wait to fade them though. That's why I look at it as. Yeah, put them in
Yep.
there. Go ahead, put them in the 6 seed. I'll take the
That's gonna be
whatever
it up,
seed they played.
man.
10,
And
9. I can't think of it. It's 11, 6, 11. I'll take the 11 seed money line.
man, 6 seed. Like I thought they'd at least be 8, 9. Nah, 6 seed.
Nah, it is crazy, man. But thank you for coming on. I'm about to run through this college basketball and
Oh
get the
yeah.
hell up on out of here myself. Appreciate you for
Oh
real.
yeah, I know you got a lot to
Super
do today. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, it's gonna be weird coming on next Friday. I won't lie though. I've been just let you know. I've been in the lab. We're gonna have some college basketball to talk about. It's been exciting, man. It's gonna be 28 week of hibernation from the football guy, but the basketball guy can't wait to come back on and get a look at this madness. Yeah, I
I
do
know.
appreciate you, my guy. And you
You know
know
to
what they
fuck you up
say.
even more real quick?
What's up?
Less than 50 days from opening day.
You know what they say. Great weekend to have a weekend. Let's get it. In the great words of Sun Tzu, and the great words of Gucci, man. We're gonna get more than honey bun money, baby. We getting them racks. I'll see y'all next weekend. Have a good weekend, everybody. And hey, let's have a day on Sunday.
My man, the Jinx Master. Great weekend to have a weekend for sure. Tonight, we're talking college hoops. Let me update this timestamp real quick. I'm gonna run through this as quickly as possible. Tonight I got two bets for you. I'm gonna take it. We got Dayton, minus 1.5 on the road, taking on VCU. Huge game in that conference play. Dayton is something special this season. Give me Dayton to get the job done, and then I'm gonna take it. It's plus money. I know they're on the road. Nevada's a strong team. Give me San Diego State, baby. I'm talking Mount West basketball. Give me San Diego State on the money line, plus 115. That is Friday night's bets. Dayton minus 1.5. San Diego State on the money line. Now I'm gonna run through Saturdays real quick. Again, these are Saturdays numbers. These are my numbers. Take these numbers, write them down, and draw a line. Write the real numbers down tonight. Yes, I'm giving you homework and bet the difference. Simple. Give me Michigan State on the money line. I don't give a damn what the number is. Michigan State at home. They will get the job done tomorrow. Mark my words. I guess y'all want to know who they play, huh? I guess y'all want to know who they play, huh? They play Illinois. Brad Underwood, baby, coming to town. Gonna be a good damn game. So yeah, give me Michigan State on the money line at home for sure. Uh, Taking it to the Big East. Give me UConn minus 19.5. They're on the road taking on Georgetown and the rich ass shit Ed Cooley. I'm gonna take Rutgers. They're at home against Wisconsin. I just said it a minute ago. For some reason, every Big Ten team has to go on a 4 game losing streak. Wisconsin now lost 3 in a row. Give me them to lose a fourth on the road at Rutgers, a tough Rutgers team who is, believe it or not, clicking and getting things rolling as of late. And then we're going to take Alabama. They're on the road to Baton Rouge taking on LSU. Give me Alabama minus 4.5. Give me Creighton back to the Big East. They're taking on Xavier. Give me Creighton minus 2.5. Back to the SEC. We're back and forth like a bus route, baby. Um, Give me South Carolina minus the 13.5. A team nobody ever cares about. Give me High Point. They just had their first conference loss the other night. Give me them to bounce back in a major way. Give me High Point minus 7 and the hook. And then we're going to go back to the Big East. Providence, baby. Give me Providence plus 2. They are at home against, they are on the road, excuse me. They are on the road against Butler. Give me Providence plus the points. I like that there for sure. The next one we're going to do, this is Big 12 basketball. Texas hosting West Virginia. Give me Texas minus 5.5. Back to the SEC, Auburn on the road taking on Florida. Like Florida, love Auburn. Give me Auburn minus 4 and a hook. North Carolina minus 5.5 on the road taking on Miami. They've had their fun in Duke. They had their fall off game. Let's get them bouncing back and getting back focused. Next game I got, you got Gonzaga. Trash. Huh? You got Gonzaga. Trash. Where's that coming from? Trash ass Gonzaga. They're going to Kentucky. Give me Kentucky minus 7 and a hook. You got Houston, baby, taking on Cincinnati. Give me Houston minus 8.5. Maryland, baby, plus 1.5. They are taking on Ohio State. This Ohio State team has lost 7 in a row. Give me Maryland. Get the job done on the road. Then we're going to go to a small school, baby. McNeese State. Give me McNeese State. They're taking on Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi. Give me McNeese -9 in the hook. I think they win that one by double digits. UCLA, all over UCLA, the mighty Bruins. Give me UCLA -2.5 on the road at California. Then Kansas at home. How can you bet against them? Learned that lesson last week against Houston. They're taking on Baylor at home. Give me Kansas, baby. And hate to say must win. They need to get right. Give me Kansas -3 in a hook. Back to the Big East. We got Marquette taking on. Oh man, can't keep up. Must have passed them up. Sheesh, too much scrolling. I need to start writing this down. I don't know. I don't see the Marquette game for some reason, but I got Marquette written down -3.5. That's the next game. Don't know why they'd be the next game if they weren't the next game. If that makes any sense. We're gonna take Marquette -3.5 again. Sorry, I forget who they're playing. Then we're gonna go Virginia -3, baby. Give me Virginia -3. Virginia's on the road taking on Florida State. Virginia trending up, Florida State trending down. Man, I told y'all Virginia was gonna win the SEC, the ACC before the season. One game back from doing that. Hopefully they can close it out. Give me Virginia, baby, -3. We got Purdue taking on Indiana. Give me Purdue -8. I think they win this one by double digits. Indiana's pretty strong though, although people hate them. Tennessee, I faded them for so long. Let me jump on the train. Give me Tennessee -4.5 on the road at Texas A&M. Think they put up a big show there. New Mexico, they're taking on UNLV, the running Rebels of Las Vegas. Give me New Mexico, baby, at home -4 in the hook. Take it up to 6.5. Take it up to 6.5. I got 4.5 written down as the comfort number. Take it up to 6.5. There is some wiggle room sometimes. New Mexico's at the pit, baby. That place gets to rocking. Give me Utah -3 in a hook. Arizona State has been abysmal. Utah definitely will win that game. Think they cover the 3.5 as well. Grand Canyon University, they're taking on Southern Utah. Give me GCU -10 and a hook. And then the last game I got for you guys is Utah State, baby. We're looking at Utah State hosting Boise State. Both of these teams 7-3 in Mount West. Utah State kind of a bit of a slide from their 18-1 start. 1-3 last few games. Give me Utah State in the get right spot. Utah State at home -2.5. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love, and thank you for the support. Thank you again for Jaden Chandler Parnell coming on and breaking down the Super Bowl. You can find him on YouTube at the JC Pod and on Twitter at Jaden95 Chandler. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for love. Thank you. This is Captain by a Hook with the Red Beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday. It is Super Bowl weekend officially, and it is officially a Mardi Gras weekend. Shout out to everybody. I wish y'all tons of love. Take all of these wagers you heard at your own risk. He gave out 26 bets. Be responsible. Please, please gamble responsible. Yeah. Dobbs.